Tonight, a stand for science here in Austin and around the world.
What's going to happen to our planet?
People take to the streets to send a message. Plus, a tragedy at a triathlon. A Texas man competing in his 7th Ironman dies after being pulled from the water. And could you be Austin's next TV star?
We're looking for people who have character.
Don't miss your casting call next on KVUE News at 6.
This is KVUE News at 6.
And good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Brandon Jones. We're starting in the newsroom tonight because we've got a lot of stories to get to this evening. First, our top story. 2 people are in the hospital after their car rolled over in Northwest Austin. It happened just after midnight on FM 2769 and Anderson Mill Road. Austin Travis County EMS says the rollover trapped 2 men underneath the car. Both were taken to Round Rock Medical Center with critical life-threatening injuries. No word yet on what caused that crash. Questions remain tonight about how Austin ISD police handled an investigation involving the alleged assault of a 4-year-old girl. According to the girl's medical records from Dell Children's Hospital obtained by KVUE defenders and the Statesman, the girl had injuries consistent with sexual assault by bodily force. The parents say the assault happened February 7th when they dropped their daughter off at Boone Elementary. AISD police interviewed the girl. When she was not able to tell them about what happened, the case was closed. The police chief acknowledges that his investigators did not follow at least one important lead. He is promising a full and thorough investigation. We now know the name of a man killed in a school bus crash yesterday afternoon. Authorities say 34-year-old Kevin Matthew Silvera ended a bus on State Highway 29 in Burnett County. He died in that crash. The bus driver and 12 students aboard were not hurt. Near Houston, a competitor died during the Ironman triathlon in the Woodlands. We're told it was a 54-year-old man from the Woodlands who ran into trouble at the end of a swimming portion. Rescue crews performing CPR, but he died at the hospital. The man's name has not been released. Authorities say it was the man's 7th Ironman competition. More than 2,600 athletes were registered for today's event. Well, let's take a live look outside right now. Kind of a mixed bag of weather today. The sun was out, then it got kind of cloudy. So what can we expect going forward? Meteorologist Lene Meyer, she's in the Storm Center. Got a little chilly today, Lene.
Yeah, Brandon, you're right. I mean, a little bit of everything. The cooler temperatures felt great today, but the question is, do we get to keep them heading into the next few days? And you know, with Texas weather, it changes pretty quick. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're seeing outside right now. No rain in our area, but some of those clouds still holding on. But if you look out to West Texas, we're seeing some clearing in the area. That's going to start to move into Central Texas and give us a cool night tonight. Current temperatures in the low 60s in Austin and Bastrop, 66 in Llano. We're at 60 degrees in Fredericksburg. Winds are breezy out of the north. That north wind is keeping us cool. 18-mile-an-hour wind speed in San Marcos. These are sustained winds. Wind gusts have been even higher in the 20 and 30 range. And if you're headed to the Cap 10K tomorrow, we've got a chilly start for you, but the sunshine returns for your Sunday. And are we talking about a warm up into the 90s already? Whew. I'll tell you more about what to expect for the coming week in just a few minutes. Brandon.
All right, thank you so much, Lene. Well, today is Earth Day, and it's no coincidence thousands of people crowded the Capitol grounds for the Worldwide Science March. Austin is one of many cities pushing to not only support the work of science, but to encourage research. KVUE's Nicole Rosales has the story, all new at 6.
Science matters in every aspect of public policy. Why?
Each person standing here today has their own mission to accomplish for the Science March, whether that's bringing more awareness to saving the environment.
The most pressing issues is climate change and what's going to happen to our planet.
Or the role science plays in family life choices.
The connection between science and women's health and reproductive rights cannot be denied.
The common thread is simple.
Evidence is important. Facts matter. Science is real.
Hundreds of satellite marches took place across the nation Saturday. Jose Medina from Texas Freedom Network was part of the group who helped organize it here in Austin. He believes the current White House administration isn't making science and research a priority.
The president denies climate science. His vice president denies evolution. So this is kind of the counterbalance to that.
Now it is time to march.
Medina says the march is about getting politics out of science, an idea these two professors agree with.
It's very important to show that this is not a partisan issue. Like, science is important for everybody.
David Pulley works in astrophysics. The father of two says we have to start thinking of the future, the next generation of thinkers and inventors.
The longer that we wait to take decisive action, the harder it will be. And in some cases, there's a real fear that it will be impossible to reverse course.
One example for many, proposed budget cuts to the Environmental Protection Agency and how it can affect the world long term.
Why would you want to save the galaxy? Because I'm one of the idiots who lives in it.
As the crowd made their way through downtown, they hope their display of passion encourages others to invest and value the world of science. In Austin, Nicole Rosales, KVUE News.
And as we mentioned, Austin was one of about 600 cities to join the Science March today. Crowds of people gathered in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Chicago in conjunction with Earth Day. The hope of these rallies is to bring attention to what some believe is a lack of sciences in politics today. And speaking of science, here is a new way to drink water and save the planet all at the same time. A company developed this edible water bottle called UHO. These capsules are made from a seaweed extract. Now, to make it, an ice cube is dipped in calcium chloride and brown algae, which forms the coating around the water. The capsules are fully digestible, too. The company is currently raising money through crowdfunding and expects to introduce UHO at marathons and music festivals soon. Well, homes across Central Texas are now more prepared in case of a fire. The Austin Fire Department and American Red Cross teamed up today to install free smoke alarms in South Austin. This is all a part of a national campaign to reduce the number of house fire-related deaths and injuries by 25% by 2020. So far, officials say the effort has saved nearly 200 lives nationwide. And speaking of the Austin Fire Department, firefighter Demetrius Conoritis received the 100 Club of Central Texas Firefighter of the Year award today. He was honored for saving a woman who was threatening to jump from a highway overpass last October. Congratulations, Demetrius.